Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Bhadram Karne Bhisrunuyama Devaha. Bhadram Pasyema Akshaviryajatraha. Sthirairangai Tushtuvagum Sastanubhi. Vyasema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Swasti na Indro Vruddhasravaha. Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swasti nastarchyo Arishtanemihi. Swasti no Bruhaspatir Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Agne Naya Supatharaye Asman. Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidvan Yuyodhyasmajjuranameno Bhuishtham Te Namavuktim Vidheva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Brahman Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jayatamārāshtre Rajanyashuraishavyo Divyadhi Maharadho Jayatam Dogdhri Dhenu Udhanadvana Susapti Purandhiryosha Jishnurateshta Sabheyo Yuvasya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nikame Naparjanyo Varshatu Palavatyo Na Oshadhayaha Pachyantam Yogakshemo Naha Kalpetam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshrotrammatho Balamindriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuriyam mama brahma nirakarotu anirakaranamastu nirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharmaha te mayi santu om. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vang me manasi pratisthita mano me vachi pratisthita ma viravi ma edhi vedasya maani stha srutam hema prahasiranena adhitena horatran Sandadhami rutam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tanmamavatu tadvaktaramavattavatu vavavatu vaktaramavatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Today we have got a beautiful time. And this is the day when the Tamilians who observe the Sauramanam would be observing the New Year Day, Ugadi. So Tamil Samvatsaradi it is. So greetings to all of them, invoking the blessings of the Rigveda Devatas and also the various Maharshis to whom lot of knowledge from Rigveda or Veda been revealed, and it is made recorded in our literature, in our traditions, and also immortal literature. But whoever is born, whoever is oriented, whoever is lucky, they all get connected to this Vedic knowledge. Shruti and Smriti, these are the two important sections of our Vedic heritage and Vedic literature. Shruti revealed texts like Rigveda, and Smriti like the Yajnavalkya Smriti or Manusmriti like that. So all knowledge has been couched in these two great divisions of our literature. Further on and on, then we come to the Aranyakas and Upanishads. They go hand in hand because they are taken to be the philosophical literature that begins, because people are completely engaged or engrossed in performing the yajna. And in yajna means it's a physical gymnasium, because you have got to Dravya Sekarana, Dravya Tyaga, and Devatakvana, and manpower, money power, well, all energies required, etc. So, but when we come to the arena of philosophy, love for wisdom, the thinking aspect, then really we are benefited, because we can, there will be also time when we cannot completely exercise, energize, expend the energies, because the body is prone for change. Balyavastha, Yavvanavastha, and Vanaprasthavastha, and then so this kind of changes are there. Vruddham chame, vruddhischame yagnena kalpantam. So in that series, we have got Aitareya Upanishad, which is belonging to Rigveda, and it is not very big Upanishad like Svetasvatara or any or Mahanarayana or anything like that, but it is just short Upanishad comparatively. As we have noted, it contains only 33 formulas or mantras, and they are all divided into 3 sections. They are called Khandas, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya Khanda. And another practice that has been introduced by Rigveda is trying to personify the nature, the contents of nature, the workings of nature, and also the articles that you utilize for the purpose of yajna, and so on. Therefore, the formula is anthropomorphism. Anthropo means man. Ism is the religion, or trying to practice all that what is true for man in principle, in practice, in discipline, in controls, in etc., in yoga, etc. Because man is just a person born, but he has got lot of scope to improve himself, develop himself, and add to himself. So thereby, man is the only way out to become God, way to get moksham, and not to be again having any kind of birth. So janma anodu is something which is not much coveted. But when do you want janma? Only when you want to get rid of the sin or karma and all that, make ourselves eligible to get the permission and identity with the Paramatma, Brahmaloka Prapti. And for that, knowledge is necessary. And this Aitareya Maharshi is very important here, because he is trying to dig deep into the origins of the habits that we pick up. For example, the body. And in the body, we have got the members of the body. And also before the body or men are being created, as we have seen in the first khanda or first division, the lokas are being created into 4 divisions. And after creating the lokas in general, at large, 4 lokas, there are also loka administrators. They are called lokapalaha, the administrators for that 4 divisions of the world. And then there came up the man, and into the man, there are importantly the Panchendriyas. And into Panchendriyas, again, the gods have entered, and the Surya, Agni, Vayu, and so on, the Karna and all that. Then the Oshadhi Vanaspatis are also created, that is herbs and plants. And regarding the Oshadhi Vanaspatis, if you want to have a nice idea, I wish to refer to you to our Veda Ganga volume 28, the last article on Oshadhi Sukta in Rigveda, which has been written by Dr. Paramba, a Orison scholar of Sanskrit. And there's a beautiful article the other day. I was just going through then I understand what is Oshadhi, what is Vanaspati, what are the Phalini, Aphalini, and all these things have been well given knowledge or explained that we can add to our knowledge that how the loma are the hair, and hair represents the holes in our body. See, entire our skin is perforated. ತೂತುಗಳಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ತೂತುಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಆ ತೂತುಗಳಿಂದಲೇ whatever dirt in the body is there, that will be ಆ ತೂತುಗಳಿಂದಲೇ ಆ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So the skin is important, and skin has got the hair, and then apart from all these physical limbs, we have got the mind, then abdomen and cisternum, and all these retas. So these are all the important systems or parts of the body or items of the body which are all taken into this. Idadmele, we are going today to the second Tritiya Khanda, and there also we have got some important information being included, which I am going to read now. Tritiya Khandaha, Aitareya Upanishad, and in the Sarva Veda Mantraha, it is the page number 29. I am now reading. Ta yeta devataha srishtaha asmin mahacharnave prapatam tam asanaya pipasabhyam anvavarjayata dhinam abruvan ayatanam naha prajanihi yasmin pratisthita annamadameti tabhyo gamanayata abruvan vai loyamalsamsu no na alam iti tebhyo ashramanayata abruvan vai loyamalamiti tabhyaha purusham आनयत्ता अब्रुवन् सुकृतं पुरुषो वा सुकृतं ता अब्रवीत् यथायतनं प्रविशतेति अग्निः वाग्भूत्वा मुखं प्राविशतु. So this is a very important section where how the graduation in the creation has taken place. That is one by one, the Atma, the Paramatma, the super self is able to provide one by one, make the world filled with people with wants, with people with limbs, people with desires, and people with food and so on. So adrinda andrenu loka vyavahara, the prapancha vyavahara is also important. And Loka Yatra is also important. That's what in Lalita Sahasranamam we get Loka Yatra Vidhayini, Loka Yatram Pravartishye antare. Ee Loka Yatra hengagatte andre, it is because of the three gunas, Sattva, Raja and Tamo gunas. These are the three gunas which will have promotion given to the vyavahara, ahara, vyavahara, and other activities in the world. So now the section I'm just trying to understand, we are trying to understand this devataha srushtaha asmini mahadarnave. So not 1, 2, 3, 4 gods, a large number of gods have been created in this great samsara of life. Then tamasanaya pipasabhyam anvavarjattaha. So then they are attached or couched to with what is that? Asana and pipasa. Asana is ahara, pipasa is drink. In other words, asana is the hunger, pipasa is the thirst. And they are all connected with asana and ahara and pipasa. Then those two, asana and pipasa, they question the Paramatma. They are all anthropomorphic. That's what I said. Avrigella body ide, speech ide, and demands ಇದೆ. So the ahara mattu pipasa, these two demanded, where should we be there? Please let us know. They ask you, abruvan ayatanam naha prajanihi. So please show out our residence, where at all we can take our shelter. Then prajanihi means make us known, make us become familiar for that. Then Paramatma ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ ಆತ್ಮ, he said annam adam iti. Yes, I am going to give you food. Annam adam, I am going to give you food. Then how that food get them? For that he said cows. Tabhyo gamanayattaha. So then the cows are created or brought forth in order to give asanam, or to take the asana to take place, take residence in the milk. Then immediately the asana and pipasa said, no, yam alamite, not at all enough. Mere cow is not enough for us. We cannot completely be happy with that. Then again, Atma, Paramatma, what do you do? Tebhyo asvamaya anayatta abruvan vai. So for them, next he brought an horse, Ashwam. Then he brought a horse, and then indeed spoke to them, yes, be satisfied. I have brought for asana and pipasa, a horse has been brought. That means to say that horse is a transport animal which will make you mobile, so that you can use the horse to go to places where you can be consumed, where you can be drunk, where you can be attended to. Therefore, a mobile has been given to the asana devata and pipasa devata. So the goddess of hunger, the goddess of thirst have been provided with a horse. Then again, when they said that no, horse and cow are not enough for me, then tabhyaha purusham anayatta abruvan. So then Paramatma created a man. How man comes? Therefore, in Purusha Suktam also you understand, before man is created, before division of the caste, etc., being given to the man or people, there were the Gramyaha Pasavaha, Aranyaha Pasavaha, and one by one animals are created. See, when Pralayam took place, there was absolute emptiness or Sunyatvam. Into that Sunyatvam, Paramatma went on filling that. If it is empty, vacant, things will get filled up in that. Therefore, that's how the Purushattam, then the Purusha is born, and into Purusha, and Purusha is divided, and into him to. So we could observe that in Purusuktam, and Purusuktam again is Samhita contribution. But now as a part of Upanishad, Aitareya is telling you, so when a Purusha has been brought forth, and then the Ashavu and the Bayarke, then the Devatas, the hunger Devata and the drink Devata, or the Bayarke Devata told, Sukrutam Bata iti. Oh, now we are satisfied. They never say not. Oh, it is all fortune to us to have the man as our residence. ಮನುಷ್ಯನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಸುಕೃತಂ ಬತೇತಿ. ಸುಕೃತಂ means well done. Oh Paramatma, you have done rightly that we can take shelter in man. So man has got hunger, man has got thirst. In other words, as a part of Upalakshana, it is meaning that all jantus are having hunger and thirst. Not only the man and animals also have got, but the level of hunger and thirst depends upon individuals, depends upon the creation or animals. Because man is advised to drink 8 glasses of water per day to maintain or balance the body health. And similarly, some kind of prescription is there even for animals. Therefore, these days, because now it is summer, somebody has put a posting that let you keep some amount of water in a bowl outside your house that birds can come and drink. Birds also get thirst. They also lack water places close by. So when they are moving around your houses or layouts, then if you keep some well or tank or anything like that, then the birds will drink. That's why the all creatures which have got like man and birds and animals and all that, because they have got the resting place. What is the resting place for them? The stomach. Stomach is a sac. So if you drink some water, the stomach will be full and it will go on. I just see one lady from France came to India, to Tirupati, and she was afraid of the water for some time. So she was telling, no, I don't drink water. I drink because I drink some drinks, like some sup or little, and I can stand long time having drunk that drink like that. Anyway, one that because the tongue tells the thirst, the stomach tells the hunger. Therefore, here then the Asu Devata and Bhayarik Devata said, "Oh man, well done! It's a wonderful creation for me, for us. Sachitra Chitram Chitayantamasmai." So always Paramatma is thinking what best we can give to people. So that way, the man is the best that has been provided to satisfy the hunger devata and the thirst devata. And then ta abravitu yathayatanam pravisata iti. Then the Atma, Paramatma permitted, okay, Babu, okay, you have chosen, you have agreed that you have found a residential bungalow in man. You can now go and occupy. That's how the hunger and thirst have taken seat in human beings or in the beings in the world. Otherwise, man before birth is simply pure. But because Atma said, go and then take seat in this, in the man or creation beings, then the man started having the thirst and hunger. And which means people have got to work out. If hunger and thirst were not to be there for man, he is pure, no problem. Udara nimittam bahukruta vesham bhaja govindam mudhamate. So, Shankaracharya telling, everybody is working only for the sake of stomach filling. If that stomach were not to be there, and moreover, once you fill again, it becomes empty. Fill and becoming empty, fill again. Sapu Rayatu, in Aruna Prashna, even Surya Bhagavan also is all that. That waxing and waning time is there, even to moon and all that, because the Asu Bhayarika is common even to the natural forces like sun and moon. Agni also. ಅಗ್ನಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ತುಪ್ಪ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ತುಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಕೂಡ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ವಿಷಯ ಆಯುರ್ಧ ಅಗ್ನೇ ಹಬಿಷಾಜುಷಾಣೋ ಘೃತ ಪ್ರತೀಕೋ ಘೃತಮನ್ವವೇದಿ, ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಘೃತಮನ್ವವೇದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಯು ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಗೋ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಘೀ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈಡ್ ಬಟರ್ ಆಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫುಡ್. ನಿನ್ನ ಆಹಾರ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈಡ್. ಘೃತಂಬೈ ಆಹಾರಂ ದೇವಾನಾಂ ಅಂತ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಆಬ್ರವೀತು Yathayatanam pravisateti. Now Agnirvag Bhutva Mukham Pravisatu Vayu Prano Bhutva Nasike Pravisatu Adityas Chakshur Bhutva Akshini Pravisatu Srotram Bhutva Karnau Pravisatu. So Vasan, page number 100, please repeat this much now. Second section. So, ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
ಇದೆ
ಓದಿ. ಅಗ್ನಿರ್ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಅಗ್ನಿರ್ವಾಗ್ ಭೂತ್ವಾ.
ಓಂ ಅಗ್ನಿರ್ವಾಗ್ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಮುಖಂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶದ್ವಾಯು ಪ್ರಾಣೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ನಾಶಿಕೆ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶದಾದಿತ್ಯಶ್ಚಕ್ಷುರ್ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಅಕ್ಷಿಣೇ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶದ್ದಿಶ ಶ್ರೋತ್ರಂ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಕರ್ಣೋ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶನ್ನೋಷಧಿ ವನಸ್ಪತಯೋ ಲೋಮಾನಿ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ತ್ವಚಂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶಶ್ಚಂದ್ರಮಾ ಮನೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಹೃದಯಂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶನ್ ಮೃತ್ಯುರಪಾನೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ನಾಭಿರ್ಪ್ರಾವಿಶದಾಪೋದ್ಧೇತೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಶ್ರೀಷ್ಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶನ್.
Yeah, beautiful. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ everything is acquired. Man is pure. Anybody born is pure. But after birth, everything comes attached to that. For example, another baby. As long as baby has no legs and hands to use, but it's just flat on the ground, then the baby depends upon the people who serve that baby. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಆ ಬೇಬಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಕಾಲು ಬಂದು ನಡೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ the movement begins. But the desires also take seat in that and they keep on doing it. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಗ್ನಿದೇವ್, already gods have been created. They should have jobs also. ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಎಂಟಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಹಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಫೈರ್, ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಮೌತ್. ಆ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಯುದೇವನು he took the he became the life, entered the nasika, entered the nose. And ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕಣ್ಣಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ದೆನ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳು, ಆಲ್ ದಿ 10 ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಅದೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ಶ್ರೋತ್ರಂ ಭೂತ್ವಾ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಆಡಿಟರಿ ಪವರ್. ಶ್ರೋತ್ರಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ಲಿಸನ್, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಶ್ರೋತ್ರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕಿವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಔಷಧಿ ವನಸ್ಪತಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಹೆರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಮ್ ದೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ into became lomas and they settled down upon the skin. ತ್ವಚಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕಿನ್. ಆ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಔಟರ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಅಂತ 2 ಸ್ಕಿನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಔಷಧಿಗಳು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ we apply large number of creams to protect our skin, to avoid the dryness in our skin. ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ವನಸ್ಪತಿಗಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ, ತ್ವಚಂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಸತು. ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕವರೇಜ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಆ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಔಷಧಿ ವನಸ್ಪತಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಂಥ್ರೋಪೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಚೋಸ್ the respective parts of the body of a man or jiva, and so it is not man or animal, doesn't matter, they're all jiva. Therefore that's why we have got deho devalaya prokta Jivo Deva Sanatanaha anta. Deha, Jiva, they are two things. The two things become one thing, Advaita. And ಅನಿರ್ಮಾಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೋಹಂ ಭಾವೇನ ಪೂಜೆಯೇತ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಠ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಒನ್ ಯೂನಿಫೈಡ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಚಂದ್ರಮ ಮನೋಭೂತ್ವ ಹೃದಯಂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಶತು. ಈ ಚಂದ್ರ ಇದಾನಲ್ಲ, ಫಿಕಲ್ ಫೆಲೋ, ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಔಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಓಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್, so Chandra is the Sahodara, Chandra Sahodari. Lakshmi is the Sahodari and Chandra is Sahodara, because both are born from the ocean. So they have got that kind of fickleness. A fickleness point, and the Manasu, like Mercury, entered into your heart. Then again, Apana Bhutva Nabhim Pravisato. Then the Apana Vayu, ಪ್ರಾಣವಾಯು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಸಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅಪಾನವಾಯು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾಭಿ, ದಿ ಅಬ್ಡೋಮಿನಲ್ ರೀನಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಡೌನ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್, ಯು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 72 to 75% of water only. So water is the beginning, water is sustenance, water is the consuming, is the ending. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ನೀರು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಭಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿದೆ, ರೇತದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೇತಸ್ಸು ಸಿಸ್ನ ದಿ ಜೆನಿಟಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಪ್ರಾಣ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಯು ದೇವತಾ, ದೆನ್ ಆದಿತ್ಯ, then we have got the Vanaspatis, Chandra, then Apanavayu and Retaha. Well, these are all important items which will make a man, which will make a man highly vigorous, energetic and powerful and active and workable. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ have been occupied by these respective devatas. That's exactly what we need. We see in the Lagunyasa and Mahanyasa portions, which we are going through in different times. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we are going with the Mahanyasam, and already we have gone through about Lagunyasam. A notes of that has been included for about 20 pages in the Veda Ganga volume 28 with translation text. You can go to refer to that. So anyway, now up to system, that is to say that Vak and system, look at it. Vak is A, system, the genital, is the end. So that is the beginning and beginning and ending, both are there in that. Therefore, until then, we have come to know how the entire body of the Paramatma remained the body given by Paramatma remained a residential quarter for all people. So important ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದಾದೆಯೋ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸೊ that is say, you see that the process, the man became all this. In fact, it's a rahasya. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಹಸುವಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ನರಜನ್ಮ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹಾಳು ಮಾತುಗಳು ಆಡಬೇಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಹರಿನಾಮ ಕೀರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ. ಈ ತರಹ ನಮಗೆ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ರಿಡನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ನರಜನ್ಮ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹಾಳು ಮಾತುಗಳು ಆಡಬೇಡ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಖಂಡ ಈಸ್ तमसनाया पिपासे अब्रूताभ्याम् अभिप्रजानीहि ते अब्रवीत् एतास्वेव त्वां देवता स्वाभाजां एतासु भागिन्यौ करोमीति तस्मात् यस्य कस्यै च देवतायै हविः गृह्यते भागिन्यावेव अस्याम् असनाया पिपासे ಭವತಃ ಇತಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ವಾಸನ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಇದು. ತಮಸನಾಯ ಪಿಪಾಸೆ ಅಬ್ರೂತ. ಯಾ ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರೇ, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್.
ತಮಸನಾಯ ಪಿಪಾಸೆ ಅಬ್ರೂತ ಮಾವಾಭ್ಯಾಮಭಿಪ್ರಜಾನೀತಿ ते अब्रवीदेतास्वेव त्वां देवता स्वाभजाम्येतास भागिन्यो करोमीति तस्माद्यस्मै कस्मै च देवताये अविर्गृह्यते भागिन्या वेवास्यामशनाया पिपासे भवतः.
ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಇನ್ ಮಹಾನಾರಾಯಣ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ವಾಹಾಕಾರಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಸ್ವಹಾಕಾರ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ನಯೇ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ಈ ತರಹ ಸ್ವಾಹಾಕಾರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾನಾರಾಯಣ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಧರ್ಮಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ವೈಶ್ವದೇವ ಮಂತ್ರಾಹ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನು, ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 70 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಪುಷ್ಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಗ್ನಯೇ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ವಿಶ್ವೇಭ್ಯೋ ದೇವೇಭ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದು ಕಾಮಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೂರ್ಯಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ಇಂದ್ರಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಯೇ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ದೆನ್ ಸ್ವಧಾ ಪಿತೃಭ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ನಮೋ ರುದ್ರಾಯ ಪಶುಪತಯೇ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ಮನುಷ್ಯೇಭ್ಯೋ ಹಂತ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಯೇ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಧಾನ್ಯಗುಂ ಸಹಸ್ರಧಾರಮಕ್ಷತಂ ಧನಧಾನ್ಯೈ ಸ್ವಾಹ, ತೇಭ್ಯೋ ಬಲಿಂ ಪುಷ್ಟಿಕಾಮೋ ಹರಾಮಿ
ಬಲಿಮಿಚ್ಚಂತೋ ವಿತುದಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರೇಷ್ಯ ತೇಭ್ಯೋ ಬಲಿಂ ಪುಷ್ಟಿಕಾಮೋ ಹರಾಮಿ ಮಹಿ ಪುಷ್ಟಿಂ ಪುಷ್ಟಿಪತಿರ್ದದಾತು ಸ್ವಾಹ. ಓಂ ತದ್ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಓಂ ತದ್ವಾಯುಃ ಓಂ ತದಾತ್ಮ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್ಯಂ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸರ್ವಂ ಓಂ ತತ್ಪುರೋರ್ನಮಃ.
ಅಂತಶ್ಚರತಿ ಭೂತೇಷು ಗುಹಾಯಾಂ ವಿಶ್ವಮೂರ್ತಿಷು. ಈ ತರ ತ್ವಂ ತದಾಪಾಪೋ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರಸೋಮೃತಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಭೂಃ ಭುವಃ ಸುವಃ ಓಂ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಸಿ, ಈ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಹಸುವಿಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಕೂಡ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಆಹುತಿಗಳನ್ನು ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವೋ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್, ಸೊ ಈ ಅಶು ದೇ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ದಿ ಯಜ್ಞ ಭಾಗ ಎಂಜಾಯರ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್. ವೆನ್ ದಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ by the respective devatas, then the Ashu and Bayarike have been spoken about like this. Tamasanaya pipase abrutau avabhyam hi prajanihiti. So nam kuda ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ ಗತಿ ಏನು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಶೇರ್? ದೆನ್ ಆ ಆತ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಏನಂತ, ಅಬ್ರವೀತು ಏತಾಸ್ವೇವ ಮಾ ವಾಂ ದೇವತಾ ಸ್ವಭಜಾಮಿ. ಸೊ in these gods only I am going to give you offerings, and therefore whenever offerings are made for Agni, Vayu, Indra, Prajapati, Petude, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಹಸುವಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಆಹುತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿಸೆ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೈವೇದ್ಯ, ನಾವು ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಸಾದ. Therefore, what is offered as naivedya to gods is a prasada for the hunger and thirst. Now we understand how Devatarchana is being computed. Mantras for Devatarchana are computed by great rishis, including Acharya Shankara. He talks about the Manasa Puja, he talks about the Panchayatana Puja, etc. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಪೂಜಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಅಂಡ್ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ 2 ಫಾರಮ್ಸ್. ಯಾವುದು? ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಫುಡ್, ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್, ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯ, ಭೋಜ್ಯ, ಲೇಹ್ಯ, ಚೋಹ್ಯ ಸಮೇತಂ ಮಹಾನೈವೇದ್ಯಂ ಸಮರ್ಪಯಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ 4 ವೆರೈಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್. ಆ 4 varieties are palatable or convenient for the tongue and stomach. ಅದರಿಂದ ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯ, ಭೋಜ್ಯ, ಲೇಹ್ಯ, ಚೋಹ್ಯ. ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯ is that which can be bitten and enjoyable food. Bhojya is that everything is edible for you. And ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ licking also, ಚೋಹ್ಯ, or the sambaru, rasamu, all liquid diets, all called chohya. Lehya andre tongue, not ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ, or some such stuff is called. So bhakshya, bhojya, lehya, chohya is naivedyam. And after naivedyam, and you will give all the 4 varieties of food to the body, to the stomach, and also to the throat, where this hunger and thirst are being seated. ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಈ ಹಸಿವು ದೇವತಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ದೇವತಾ ಇಬ್ರು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಚಂದ್ರ, ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಆಹಾರ ಸೇವನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಸಾದವಾಗಿ, ಆ ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜೈಸಿಂಗ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಯಾ ಭಾಗಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಫುಡ್, ದ ಫುಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಗಾಡ್, and that what gods are being offered with the food and drink, that is being shared by the Asudevata and also the Pipasa Devata. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ವಹ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ವಹ ವಾಂ ದೇವತಾ ಸ್ವಭಜಾಮಿ ಏತಾಸು ಭಾಗಿನ್ಯೌ ಕರೋಮಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ನಿ, ವಾಯು, ಇಂದ್ರ, ಚಂದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾಕಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹಸುವಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸೇರಿದೆ. Beautiful idea, no? Thanks to Aitareya Maharshi, who is trying to tell you that gods also have got the mind to share the food and drink that is being offered to them. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, what you do, you must develop the habit of sharing. ಆ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ you become a ರಾಕ್ಷಸ. You become a ಮಾನವ ರೂಪ ರಾಕ್ಷಸ. ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅವನು, ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ. ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಎಂಥ ಮೈಸರು, ಕೆಟ್ಟವನಂದ್ರೆ he doesn't want to share even that small amount of land occupied by the tip of the needle. ಅಂಥ ದುರ್ಮಾರ್ಗರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದೇ ಧರ್ಮರಾಜ, ಭೀಮ, ಅರ್ಜುನ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ತಮ್ಮನಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೌರವರಿಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಂಚಪಾಂಡವರು ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಸ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಧರ್ಮ ದೇ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 13 years. ಅಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು 13 years ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಧೃತರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಪಾಪ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಆಸೆ ಅಂದರೆ, he sent Sanjaya before hand of Krishna as Rayabari. The message sent by Dhritarashtra is, ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಅದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಭೋಗಗಳನ್ನು 13 ವರ್ಷ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರನ್ನಿಂದ ನೀವು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಸೇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯುದ್ಧ ಬೇಡ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 13 ವರ್ಷ ವನವಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದುರ್ಯೋಧನಾದಿಗಳ ಬ್ರದರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸುಖ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ತಂದೆ. ಪಾಂಡುರಾಜರಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸುಖ ಅನುಭವ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಹಾಯ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೋ, ಆ ಧೃತರಾಷ್ಟ್ರನಿಗೆ ಇಂಚ್ ವೈಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತಮ್ಮನ ಮೇಲೆ, ತಮ್ಮನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ, ತಮ್ಮನ ಹೆಂಡತಿಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಭಕ್ತಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಉದಾರತ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೊಡ್ಡವನು ಅಂತ ಸಿಂಹಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ. ಅದು ಆಗದೆ ಇವನ್ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರಿಮೈನ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ದೇವತಾ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್, you should develop the paropakara buddhi or sharing mind. So that's why Ke Devaha, who are the gods? Andre, those gods who have got Mahima and also the paropakara buddhi. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ತಮ್ಮ ಮಹಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಶೇರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ the punya that has been acquired by the gods to become gods will continue. Supposing ಆ ತರಹ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ, they will be shunted into the bhuloka to work again. In Bhagavatam it is said, Swarginaha etamichanti. So even Swargins, when their punyam is over, when their bank balance of punya is getting lower and lower, in order to update them further up, all gods must be born, work well, then go back to their positions. So ಈ ತರಹ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸ್ವಭಜಾಮಿ ಏತಾಸು ಭಾಗಿನ್ಯೌ ಕರೋಮಿ. ಸೊ whatever offering is given to the respective gods through yajna, yajnena yajnama yajanta devaha ತಾನಿ ಧರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಾನ್ಯ ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅಯ್ಯ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ರಿಸೀವ್, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಥಾಟ್, ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್. ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಬಿ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೆಡಸ್ಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಭಾಗಿನ್ಯೌ ಕರೋಮಿ, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, you become the sharer of the offerings given to respective gods inside you. That's why it is called Vaiswadeva Mantraha. That is, the list of the Vaiswadevas is universal. And there are so many gods are also put into the listing of that kind of figure. So in the listing alli ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, so even Bubutshaya Swaha, then Pipasaya Swaha, Adharmaya Swaha, Asatyaya Swaha. Adharmaya Swaha ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ even ಅಸತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ they are all various deified positions, and they should also be catered by the people. That's why it is said, that karomi, bhaginyau karomi. I am going to be the sharer of whatever food that has been given to the respective gods who have occupied the eye, nose, skin, etc. Hrudayam. All these deities are being given food, and therefore in Homa, when you say Prajapataye Swaha, Surya Yaswaha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, whatever is given Swaha ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗದ್ದದಾಮಿ, ಅದು ವಿನಯಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ದಯಾಮಿ. I am going to offer this with full mind of Tyaga. I don't have any more claim. ಅಗ್ನಯ ಇದಂ ನಮಮ 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 ಅಂತ ನಾವು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ತೇ ಅಬ್ರವೀತ್, ಓಕೆ ಬಾಬು, ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮೈ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್? ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಲೈಫ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಹಸುವು ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ only when the respective deities present in our side are given and they have the share mind. Prajarane Brahma tishtatu nasikayoh vasikayoh pranas tishtatu and karnayorasvinau tishthetam nayanayoh ಚಂದ್ರಾದಿತ್ಯವು ತಿಷ್ಠೇತಾಂ. ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಶಿವಲಿಂಗವರೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾನ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಾ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಬಂದು ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ that becomes a ನ್ಯಾಸ. And finally we have got a concluding stanza or formula prose in this Upanishad, that how are these Vipasa Devata or the thirst or the hunger Devata and thirst Devata are being satiated and they become silent. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಅದು ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನ್ರಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನೋ ಉಪ್ಪು ಖಾರ ಏನಮ್ಮ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿರ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಬೇಗನೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಜನರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಯಸ್ಮೈ ಕಸ್ಮೈ ಶ ದೇವತಾಯೈ ಹವಿಃ ಗೃಹ್ಯತೆ ಭಾಗಿನ್ಯಾವೇವ ಅಸ್ಯಾಂ ಅಸನಾಯ ಪಿಪಾಸೆ ಭವತಃ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೋಮ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ವಿನಿಯೋಗ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಪ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಹೋಮ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಪೂಜಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ದೈವಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಪೂಜಾ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಟೇಕ್, you have the chance to give share to these two devatas, Pipasa Devata and Asuna Devata. Because tasmat, therefore, yasmai kasmai cha devatayai, doesn't matter. Any god you make offering, that god is eligible to give share to you. Devat havihi grikhyate. Havihi andre what is offered in the fire is called havis. What is offered outside the fire is called bali. Balidana, bali pradhanam and havya pradhanam. So ivelleru kuda ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಭಾಗಿನ್ಯಾವೇವ. So ಹಸುವು ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಕೂಡ simultaneously they become sharers, and therefore that is the ordaining that Paramatma, the Atma, has given to Pipasa and Asana Devatas, and that's how they are satisfied. So they were not satisfied with the cow, they were not satisfied with the horse, but they were satisfied with many more things of food and drink that are being offered to the respective Devatas, and thereby as much credit and rank and status the other gods enjoyed, so much is the status, rank and eligibility enjoyed by the hasuvu, hunger, the thirst, and pipasa and asana, ahara, or the bubutsha. So I think with this is a beautiful section. The second kanda is over with this mantra 33 only, is it not? So we have got completed the second section where you have seen the gods occupying our body and how the Purusha has been created. And in the creation process, that Atma, Paramatma, created animals, then created food and drink, Asuvu and Vayarke. Then when they demanded their sustenance, then Atma said, you have this man, cow and horse, then man. When man is there, it's a wonderful, perfect creation. Into the respective parts of the man, the gods waiting to get into have all occupied their respective positions in the man's body. Then Asana said, what about my status? Then that Atma said, no, whatever food is offered to these respective gods, you become sharer. And thereby the, the Asana Devata and the Pipasa Devata both became happy and comfortable. And in the final section, which we are going to have next, you will be able to see some more secrets, how the generations and generations keep continuing and the reason or the root for all that is being absolutely wonderfully kept on all. So I think we stop here. And so, hello, Prabhu. Om Swasti.
Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyankaravavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Markaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamasta Shri Vasudevarpanamasta Shri Veda Purusha Shirvadosto Om Tat Sat Hari Om Namaste.